Like, why?
Yeah,
like, in the age of technology.
I have a very busy schedule,
of someone that is all about... Did you start...
Did I start? What? Yeah, I'd like to just have...
Yeah, like, for someone that it's all about social media, no one can fucking contact you. I'm just seeing, like, yo, man, I'm in India doing this.
Yo, I like to stay off the grid, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Well, listen, but, like, we met once in a mall, and we decided to hang out. Then after that, you're like... Peace, I'll see you soon. And then you're like that Tom Cruise guy. You're just like I'm never gonna fucking find this guy.
Yo, going rogue, huh?
Yeah, you went rogue. Like, you went rogue.
Oh my god, that's Snowy just scratching at the door like crazy.
Man, that dog's gonna like, you know, like if he's this energetic now.
Yeah.
Imagine when he grows like this tall, he'll like hump everything.
I heard that he's a mutt, so he's like a crossbreed. I'm really hoping that he doesn't grow bigger than this. But I have a feeling. You know,
he's 7 months and he looks like he's my height, man. Like,
yeah.
That's crazy.
Okay, so the reasoning why I go off the grid.
Yeah, explain that. Like, who does that?
I like to you know, be like the shaman guide where I just appear out of nowhere when people's like lives are going like at a standstill, and you're like, what do I do today? And suddenly I'm like, I have appeared. Would you like to record a podcast?
Yeah, but why would anyone listen to you? You're just some random dude, like.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, so wow, this.
I look like the Indian Vin Diesel.
You're like Ja Rule. You're just like, where is Ja? And no one can fucking find you. And when we finally fucking find you, you're just there, not giving us any useful advice.
Oh man, I know. I'm like Oprah in the beginning.
You're like a low key Indian Oprah, where you're just like, yo, you should do that.
You get bad advice.
You know that thing?
You get bad
exactly.
Advice. Look under your chair. You get bad advice. What happened right when you got here? Because I was trying to get the vibe. I was trying to keep the.
So this is what happened. Okay, so I come here by a cab, and I get here, and it's all chill. I'm like, oh fuck, I don't have any cash on me. I better use my card. And I told him like, hey, I don't have any cash on me. Just charge my card as soon as we stop. The guy. He's like, oh, okay, no problem. But he accidentally presses the cash button where the taxi is. And then he's like, oh, fuck, I need cash. I call you down, so I'm like, okay, maybe you can tell me where an ATM is. And then you just come up, you just hustle up into the cab. He's like, what happened? It's your fault. And you point to the cab driver. And you say in Urdu ke tumhari galti hai, which means it's your fucking fault.
Right.
And he gets like so offended, like he just has like a spurg out. He just goes full Snowy, like your dog, and he just like fucking loses it.
Say it to him in his language so he knows that he.
Yeah, like say hey,
tumhari
galti hai.
Alright, so let me try to.
Yeah, no, what were you fucking thinking?
Listen, I'm gonna defend myself real quick here. Growing up over here, I learned kind of that in order to like protect your monies, you have to deflect the blame onto them. But in this case, the blame really was his.
Yeah.
Hey, first of all, I'm gonna deflect the blame onto you real quick because that's what I do, and that's what I do best.
Yeah. Okay.
Mistake number 1: don't get a cab.
Why?
Because Uber, and you could have paid by card. Mistake number 2: carry cash.
First of all, yo man, I hate this whole like. Why don't I carry a pager? Why don't I just carry like like a pigeon to message people while I'm at it? Who uses cash anymore?
Why don't you just carry some Bitcoin while you're at it? You know what I mean?
That would still be more useful than carrying cash. Like, let me get this bamboo paper as currency. Oonga boonga. I am a caveman.
I feel like you're about to pull like some Vietnamese bot out of your pocket or some shit right now.
Yo, did you hear about that robot the Japanese are making? Like, it's a sex bot. Yeah, like
I love how
where's this
Japanese comes up, it's like, yo, sex bot.
Yo, Japan, yeah, man. Logan, just slide like 20 to the Japanese, like, you're working on it, bro.
So, what do you think in the era of, coming back to that, if there's like artificial intelligence that becomes self-aware, are we gonna have to slide in the bot's DMs? Or?
No, we just reprogram it to be like, be a thought. Thought exe. Enter. Execute thought.
That's suck with 3 C's. Performing suck now.
More spit.
More. No, tell me about this Japanese sex robot. What are the qualities that?
Apparently, it's just supposed to just blow you, and
simple?
Like that's it.
Oh, and does it come with any other functions?
Yeah, no, because like there's a whole waifu culture. Waifu for life.
I say waifu, potato. What?
It's the same thing,
right.
more or less. But the thing about Japanese men is like they find more connection to their video game waifus. And I sort of get it. Like, cause you know me, man, I'm like addicted to video games, right? So I play so much of them.
You were playing Overwatch and Batman.
Oh my God, man. I played so much of it that like, I spent more time like pressing the dialogue button for those things than actually talking to my own family at one point.
Oh my God. Right. I could see that. Wait, you mean the ones where you read the text and then it's a choose your own adventure type thing?
Oh, you mean like a waifu simulator?
Yeah,
they
like
have
a
those.
pigeon school,
I'll be ashamed to admit I've played a few of those. And
I've played a couple of those.
Yo, they're good, man. They're good. Like you feel so loved. Like, oh my God, this chick's been waiting outside to like get out of my house to go to school with me.
Right.
No bitch has ever done that for me. Man, this is great. Yeah, no. If only she could suck my dick and was an AI. Oh wait, they're working on that too.
That's the future for you.
Yes.
It's
no more bio women. Only bot thoughts.
Right, and they're biodegradable as well. Probably not. They're probably horrible for the environment if you think about it.
Well,
they're just cum dumpsters.
Yeah, but then there's like tons of things humans do that are like terrible for the environment, right?
Right. Plastic.
Lil
Pump.
I like Lil Pump. It's scary.
I like Lil Pump.
Come on, yeah, you're just getting the peer pressure. You're so bad.
No.
It's scary.
It's so true. You're calling me out on all fronts today, bro, and I love it.
Because you're so full of shit. You disappear, then you call my cab driver an asshole, and then you just...
Okay, tell me how it wouldn't be cool if after this podcast I never talk to you again for 4 years, and then I show up randomly at your bedside and pop a tab of LSD in your tongue. Tell me that wouldn't be the shit, and be like, yo, we're going to the Burning Man festival right now.
I'd be like, okay. Yeah, I just accept it and be like, this is my life now.
With a walking stick, I would grow out my beard until it's Dan Bilzerian status or higher. And then,
But you need like Dan Bilzerian like money as well, right?
Oh, yeah, I do, obviously. The two need to connect. And I need the Dan Bilzerian bitches. If I don't have robot thoughts, I'm gonna be...
Like a hologram of just like Japanese hoes with like big old titties right next to you.
Yeah.
That'd be so fucking cool.
It would be glorious. Oh my God. Senpai. You know?
Cream pie on the senpai.
Cream pie and senpai. Why not both? Oh, man. So, going back to the taxi thing, just Uber, man. You know what? He shouldn't even be that demanding in an age of Uber because taxis are a dying place.
I don't think this is even about me. I think it's just like Indian hate. Like, that's just like so far past it. Because like we're Pakistan.
Wait, let me ask you this now. Did you not sense that he had a tinge of anger in his voice?
There's a tinge of anger in your people, man. Like there's like what is this? Why do you do this? Like all your people are just angry all the time. Why is this?
It's kind of like it roots from a deep-seated insecurity of the self.
Why are you so insecure, bro? Is it because you're losing your hair?
I lost it already. There's no getting it back.
It looks all right. I mean, just shave your head.
I am. It's just a daily struggle. Honestly, I don't know if having hair is more complicated than not having hair.
Remember, like when we met, I had long hair, right? I had like hair up to here.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, like you can't do shit with long hair because you look down. Flip, you can't change a tire, you can't like I don't know, do basic shit you're supposed to do every day, like make toast without your hair falling forward. To girls with long hair, I don't understand how you live life because no matter what you do, your hair is your enemy.
Right.
It's weird.
Very true. If you were in a fight, I would definitely grab your hair first thing and then like not let go, you know?
Yeah, that'd be
it would be cheap
horrible
shot,
weakness.
Horrible weakness.
You know, like there's no shame of punching a crook in a dick though. Like you can that's the first thing you should go for, nuts and hair.
Anything kind of goes in that kind of situation.
I mean, but you actually fight. You actually know how to fight. You're into jiu-jitsu.
I'm into it. I've started getting into boxing as well, Muay Thai, but like I'm still at the level where anyone who's been fighting for a year or so could kick my ass. Absolutely. So I have this thing that happened to me recently where I was in class and this guy came up to me who was about 6'4".
That's huge.
Yeah,
that's
long ass hair. Hey, long ass hair didn't stop.
What, you just attract people from long hair.
Yeah, man.
You're trying to suck the hair onto yourself.
Yeah, so that I can become that shaman in the world. The truth is, I come and I lead you into a situation where I can cut your hair off and then put it on myself.
This took a very dark turn, but go ahead. Like, what happened then?
And then I took off my mouth guard because I sensed... You know how you can sense when someone has the ability to absolutely fuck you up? Like,
well, like he was 6'4". Like, he must have a huge weight advantage.
Oh yeah, for sure. Was that your phone?
Yeah, that's my phone.
Okay, I just want to make sure that we're still okay. Yeah, he definitely had a. He didn't. I don't know if he had a weight advantage on me, but I knew for a fact. I've seen him in other classes that this guy could fuck me up. So I took out my mouth guard and I was like, "Hey man, I'm a beginner, just to let you know." And he looked at me in the windows of my soul, and he was dead in his eyes, and he goes, "Yeah, me too, bro." And he put his mouth guard back on, and I'm like, "Oh, okay." And
maybe he's just like so used to people like saying I'm a beginner, but they're actually good to throw them off. Because like. If someone that's been fighting all the time, I don't imagine them turning that part of their brain off, right?
Yeah.
Like they must always be in combat mode.
Right.
Like, honey, I made you a sandwich. And
then just like probably when he's signing little kids' autographs, he's probably like fighting.
I would so take on this little Jimmy. Little Jimmy would die in seconds. I will smash little Jimmy. Little Jimmy no more.
Jimmy's like, can I just please just get your out? Send me location, Jimmy.
Send me location, Jimmy. Let me know where you live. Your family, I will smash.
He just goes and
I like how he changed smash to like hitting on a girl or like destroying her, and he uses it to like say he's gonna beat up people. So you're confused. Like I will smash Connor.
Yeah.
But first date. And then
first I take him out.
First I take him out to dinner. Show him good time.
Maybe I paid the bill, who knows, but I'm definitely gonna smash.
I never drink whiskey except when we're alone with Connor. But did you see the interview of like him tripping out with Connor like at 12?
Yeah, I have.
That was like really weird because there was something awfully leprechaunish about him. I don't know what.
I heard that he might have been on drugs.
I wouldn't doubt it, man, because he seemed so agitated and hyped up. I've seen people on cocaine.
Yeah.
It looked an awful lot like cocaine.
It definitely did. And I also heard that when sorry. I've heard a lot of people have been giving me shit for that, but then
you've been calling him Habib.
I've been calling him Habib, but a lot of people say it's Habib, and so I'm
no, it's not. Habib means like sweetheart in Arabic, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know pronunciations, man, but he. Pronunciations or sexbot Asians. But he came to my gym just 2 days ago, and apparently the first thing he did was go by the poolside where the mats are, and he prayed. Second thing he did was he went and he gave the autographs, but the women that came up to him, he refused to shake their hands.
Yeah, but then like that's not unusual for us. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I remember after I came back from Pakistan after like 5, 6, 7 years.
Yeah.
I met some old friends that were girls, and they just were like this. They were like, "Give us a huge hug," and I was like, it was something just so like taken out of me for the past few years that I hesitated to hug someone that's a girl.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, I haven't hugged a girl in like a decade. Right. It was so weird to me.
There's something so oddly like badass about him like refusing. Imagine like a fan who's been following him for months who goes, "Can I please just shake your hand?" and he goes, "No," and it's like, be gone, thought. It's so.
I mean, you can take it one or two ways. You can call him like he's a sexist that doesn't respect women, or you could be like he's just a Muslim. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like people don't seem to understand that I don't hate women.
Yeah.
It's God telling me that I can't touch women.
Right. Yeah. Makes sense. You wanna find the difference in between the two. For sure. I
think so, but you can't like force him to touch your women. I think that's such a weird paradox.
Yeah, imagine a girl coming out just being like, "You're not gonna like hug me? That's so sexist of you." And he
didn't like Kesha try that with like Jerry Springer and then not Jerry Springer.
What's his name? Barely?
No, Seinfeld. Jerry Seinfeld. And he just said no thanks, and everyone threw a fit about that. Like,
yeah.
He won't hug me. Dude, I don't know why.
That video clip is hilarious.
It's so funny because you can see her like, and then her nipple pasty falls off as she's sad.
Are you serious?
No, but like, it would have been funny if it did.
Yeah, dude.
Like imagine like you forgot your nippy pistol.
Oh, that would have been hilarious. Oh my god.
I don't know, man. How do you like? I still like keep a respectable distance from most girls here. I don't know about you. Like, do you?
No, for sure. I feel like there's something about this place, man. As soon as I land, it's kind of like my dick just comes dry. I don't know. It's something about it where I don't feel the urge to approach women as much as I do in other countries.
You just don't know how they're gonna react.
You just don't know how they're gonna react. There's
like,
some that are super cool with it, and you know, I'm not gonna lie. With some of my friend circles, they are pretty chill. Like the women that hang around my friend circle, but it's just like this vibe that I get as soon as I land here, which puts like. Literally, I just feel like I'm not in the mood to like get laid or something like that along those lines.
The way I describe like the UAE is it's kind of like Disneyland. You'd love to visit Disneyland, but you never want to work in Disneyland. You don't want to be like you know what it is, man. People work here themselves to death. They make bank for sure, but they definitely work themselves to death. Like the new job I'm getting, it's 6 days, man. I'm gonna have to work 6 days a week continuously.
Really?
Yeah, man. It's gonna be crazy.
1 day a week off, huh?
Yeah.
Damn. So what are you doing exactly at this
I'll help people basically get divorced, more or less.
Nice.
Or corporations get divorced.
The world needs more of you.
Exactly. No more marriage. Khalas.
Right. So you're aware of the triple talaq, right?
Oh, yeah. You're supposed to say the word 3 times and you're divorced.
Yeah. I wonder how that would work out in your organization.
I would just say it to like bluff on my wife. Like, hey, talaq. I'm going to leave the third one in case you cross this line. you cross this line right here. I just need to say it one more time. Like, tater tots, you know.
Right. Honey, it's Oklahoma.
So it's like, favorite actor, Mr. T. Mr. T, and I pity the fool. Like,
you talking way too much.
I don't know, man. Divorce is messy here, especially in this part of the world.
No, for sure, man.
But I hear in America it's like way worse because they get half of your stuff.
Yeah, right.
Really?
Prenups are a thing.
But I hear like prenups get thrown out too. Like I've been reading about that happen recently. That's crazy.
There might be situations when you have kids and stuff like that where prenups would probably be like, I don't know. There's probably like workarounds or loopholes to it. But man, that shit's messed up. Imagine working your entire life and you know you have a trophy wife who's just there for the money. And then she did like some shit doesn't happen, and then she has half of everything you own, or the other way around. You know, a chick who's
but how likely is it that like a billionaire woman would marry like a waiter that's hot?
You'd be surprised, man. Some billionaire women can't afford to take care of themselves, and then you know,
like how? If they're billionaires, like they could take care of.
Just don't give a shit, and then like you know they let loose. Now I'm trying to think of a billionaire. Okay, maybe not billionaire, maybe millionaire. Because I feel like you know when you get to billionaire status, there's just fuck you money for like I can suck the fat out of my stomach anytime.
Pretty much.
Probably have a robot.
We can rebuild him.
Yeah.
Her. Make her stronger. Titties firmer.
With that, bro, I just want to take a quick break just to make sure that we're still rolling, as of course, because I have this weird paranoia when it comes to... We'll be back. And we're back, and I actually wanted to talk about this next segment that I have on that I'm trying to get going on here. It is called Confessin' or Undressin'. And that's a blessing. So I'm going to get started where I'm going to ask you a couple quick fire questions if you don't mind me doing so. And the whole point of the this questionnaire is for you to try to answer these questions in 10 seconds or less, or you have to remove an article of clothing.
Okay.
Now, we are alone in this room, so who knows what could happen. Snowy could join us. You could be completely naked, all lubed up. And
I didn't shave my legs today.
See, neither did I. But... that's what this podcast is about, just doing
just
stuff.
Asian and hairy, like God intended.
Just like God intended. Okay, so here we go. With this segment, Confessin' or Undressin'. What's the first thing you think of when you wake up?
Fuck, I gotta wake up and go to work, usually. Like, it's just despair.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I wake up too. For me, it's more along the lines of, hey, my dog's humping my face. All right, time to wake up, go to work. You know?
It's not a bad way to wake up.
Yeah, it's
At
not.
least it's like next to someone that loves you.
Someone that loves me.
Unconditionally.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even have to fucking use mouthwash because...
Wow, okay.
Alright. You're trying to bone a girl and you have to pick a classic childhood game that would get her in the mood and seduce her.
Ludo, man. It's fucking... That's not even a... How is that a fucking question?
Why Ludo?
Ludo is basically an old, like... what the fuck are we? Indian Pakistani? Okay.
Yeah.
Indian Pakistani game where there's segmented colors that you have to go around the block and then back to your house. Now there's something in Ludo called a jutta. Now a jutta is when you put two stacks of people together and then you have to like put in double digits to make your move. Now the jutta is powerful because it can kill most things. That's not the point here. The point here.
I don't even remember that being there. In the
yeah, there you go, man. I'm talking like deep strats right now. You when it's a jutta, then that's when you go like, hey, you just go up to your girl and be like, hey, you want to make a jutta?
Yo, you thought hard about
Yo, man, I'm like war games, son. War games right here.
I was thinking snakes and ladders, son. Like, I don't know, you know? Like,
yeah, oh yeah, that's sexy. Like, hey girl, check out my snake. Like,
trying to get up on that ladder, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that would not work. No wonder you don't get any, man. Like,
okay, Ludo.
He's taking notes.
Yeah. All right. If you could have one dinner guest, dead or alive, who would it be?
That's a fucking hard question.
Yeah, it is. You only got 7 seconds to answer it, or your articles of clothing are coming off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Glasses gotta come off, bro.
That's not an article of clothing.
You know, I just don't want to see you naked, man. I'm just.
It wouldn't be the first time. I'll take off my shoes.
Take off the shoe, man.
I'll take off a shoe.
Take off a shoe. I enjoy that.
Dropped.
That gives me pleasure. What are you secretly proud of, but have never had the chance to brag about, and you kind of hope someone would bring it up?
I know this is gonna sound really lame, but I've actually in the original Pokemon, I've captured 151 of them. Oh. Like I'm literally a Pokemon master.
Jesus.
No one has ever asked or brought this up, and it has never came up ever in my life. Or has it helped me in any social way whatsoever, except the 140 hours it took to capture and trade all those Pokemon?
Yeah. Well, there you go, folks. We have a regular old Ash Ketchum in the fucking building.
And it just hurts. Like, you put so much time and effort, and you were waiting for that kid clout. You know? It was like, oh man, this guy fucking caught them all. And then it just never came. And it's a lot of, like, emotional turmoil.
Was this in the Game Boy Advance?
It was in the Game Boy Color, in the yellow version. But to get Mew, you had to, like, get it, but I just scammed some kid to like, there's some low-key shit that I, like, while his Game Boy was turned off, I kind of turned it on and took his Mew.
Oh, man.
And I stole it, like,
shit for
like...
bumming on the taxi driver. This is some dark art.
Yeah, like, listen, man, I'm pretty sure you can go to jail for this shit in Japan. But, like...
I'm sure, bro.
But I stole his Mew.
Fucking hell.
It was some like, that was the first, like, I actually felt bad.
Yeah, that's something.
But then, you know, that you gotta catch them all, bro.
You gotta catch them all.
Otherwise, you know, you're just a regular ass...
I just realized that Ash's last name is Ketchum because he has to catch them all. That's fucking crazy.
You just figured that out, man. Yeah. There's a whole song about it and everything.
Catch him, gotta catch them all.
How are you so dumb? Like, I'm gonna give people advice as catch them all.
When's the last time your dick got direct sunlight?
Probably this morning, man. Like there's a window in my bathroom.
You just look out the window with your genitals exposed?
Yeah, I guess, like, no, but there was a window and there was, like, direct sunlight on it.
You know, if you look past that window, like 40 feet away, there's probably a man in a bush smiling deeply.
I can only hope. Come on.
Kawaii desune. And let's see, that is it for... Oh wait, I have one more question for you. Shawarma or poutine?
Shawarma, because, like, I've lived here too long, man. It's like, you can't get good poutine here at all, but shawarma is like, you can get it in every corner and still be pretty decent.
It's the blessed, I'm not gonna lie. That is it for that segment. And speaking of shawarma, you're gonna fucking give me shit for this too. You know what, I don't even want to bring it up, fuck that.
Like, this is why we never talk. You just talk to me and I make fun of you for an hour.
Yeah, pretty much, bro. Fucking, I feel like I'm on one of those roast battles right now, except I'm the only one getting roasted.
Exactly.
I feel like Donald Trump and you're like...
You're just a chicken in the rotisserie that you see and care for. You're just getting roasted.
And I'm not even seasoned or anything, just fucking...
Those chickens are great, man. I don't know. It's a great source of protein. I don't know why you're hating on the chicken.
They are great sources of protein. I don't know why I hated on them.
You got so fat since I last met you. What the fuck happened?
Hey, bro, I've been working, alright? I've been
making
bread. And you know what comes with bread? Carbs. Heavy carbs. And so, like, I've been, you know...
Your tattoo looks stretched out because of all the arm fat you've accumulated.
Man. You know, what about you, man? What about you?
I lost weight. I lost, like
You look like fucking the guy from The Machinist, bro.
Psychopaths are great. I don't know what's your problem.
You look like fucking Heath Ledger from The Joker after he died. That was dark.
He actually did die after that movie, which is even more depressing.
Yeah. You look like Chicken Little, bro. Like straight out. But
that's accurate, though.
You think it is? Another thing I wanted to bring up was your Instagram channel handle. I don't know why I said channel. Gambit.Z.
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 That's only because...
Is that how you like to say it, Z, or...?
I don't know. I just add the Z because, like, the word Gambit was taken, which is my gamer tag as well.
Oh, okay.
So I just put it in there. Yeah. So I make stuff that you're supposed to see when you're high.
Yeah, I wanted to bring it up. So... It's really cool. You're on the road to 9,000 followers, actually, which is very cool stuff. What inspired you to make this kind of?
Well, actually, there's this girl I was seeing in high school, and she taught me how to draw, right? But then after we broke up and I came here, I was like, okay, I've learned how to draw.
Yeah.
But like drawing anything for Instagram takes what? Fucking 3-4 hours. Yeah, of course. Whereas if you do things digitally, you can make a pretty decent picture in like 15 minutes or maybe 10 minutes.
So how do you go about thinking of these ideas? You start off with an idea and then do you just like expand from there, or what?
Well, okay, look, like the color is the easy part. What you need is a base. The base image has to always be the highest resolution because you're going to layer colors on top of it, right? So what I like to do here, for example, this picture right here with the girl in the ocean. Yeah. So this was like a sketch I found online that I redrew. And then I overexposed the sketch. So when I laid over a picture of the beach, it blends over her. So the darker shading of the sketch would be bled over the color of the wallpaper.
Right.
So what you want to do, and sometimes what I'll do is I'll just take pictures of things outside and mend them together. So it's more about layering and stacking pictures together.
Oh shit, okay. So there's kind of like I see a little bit of a repeating color scheme thing going on here.
Yep, like purple, blues. Purple blues are like my favorite color, so probably that's why.
Super cool. And I guess like when did you kind of figure out that this was starting to like really, become like people really like, because this is really cool. Like when did you start to notice that a lot of people are following you and like into this kind of stuff?
Well, the funny thing was I was going to start like a whole fitness thing because we both used to be really into working out, and of course when you start going to college and shit.
Into working out. I don't know why you're still like low key dissing me while you're fucking speaking. Bro.
Well, fat ass, I didn't give up, and the thing was that like those kind of things are all consuming, but I kept on doing it on the side, and people just kept on messaging me. I got requests by people, can you make this? I kept on doing things for free, for fun, for people, and I found like when you do things for fun, like and you truly enjoy it. It's not so much of a grind making the pictures or like interacting with other people as long as you enjoy it. So I think I just kept on going, and for years I just never thought about it and it just grew.
Super cool. And you said you had like a specific schedule and a time slot and stuff that you seem to have.
Yeah. The thing is that you have to cater to your market during a time. Yeah. So, for example, most of my followers are actually from the States, ironically, even though I'm here. So I have to work on a state schedule. So around 1 a.m. or 2 a.m., I think that's around lunchtime in the States or somewhere during the evening. That's when most people check the social media. So you need to check the timing of your demographics, and you need to post according to that demographic.
Right.
Also, it's not just a posting schedule. So every hour I have to check the app. Okay. Every hour. Just to see each like, to comment on everything, to interact with other people that have liked my things and comment on their things. Right. And most people think Instagram's about pictures, and people are shocked to tell me that it's not. It's absolutely not about pictures at all. It's about interaction between people. That's why you have like celebrities with thousands of followers, even though they're posting generic pictures. It's people want to they're engaging, and it's an interest that they want to see or captivate. So if you focus on that more and less on the pictures, if you're posting something interesting rather than something more eye-catching, then you need to find the blend of both, and that's how you'll grow your social media more or less.
Sweet. I'll definitely take that into consideration. I could use that because I'm trying to grow my followers right now as well. So that would be cool because I've been posting my clips on there and stuff like that, So I'm just like finding the right balance of maybe like what is myself and what is the podcast, because it's kind of like merging in together now. Almost like, would you say I should like almost make it a separate thing? Because I've made one for just podcast clips, but I feel like I want to put that onto my main page as well.
Well, I would still say first specialize in something. So if you want to be a comedian type personality, just make them podcast clips. And then what even people do on YouTube is they keep alternate channels for things of separate subjects. Okay. So, for example, I want to start like a gaming commentary channel soon, within the coming weeks. Yeah. Once I get a PC, get the stream or everything sorted, that will be completely separate. Like that will have nothing to do with this. Even though there's a large following here, it just wouldn't blend in well with what I'm trying to do on the side. So I think you need to just specialize and keep expanding.
Right.
Also, like I'm also pretty popular on this Reddit. Shockingly, like a lot of people interact and comment with my post there. Oh, okay. But then none of them know that I have a large Instagram following, because it's more about interaction. You need to add value to a community. That doesn't bleed over into different communities. Because it's not like, let's just say you're a huge brony, all right? You love My Little Pony. That is your favorite show. Yeah. No one wants you to hear about your like political views now, do they, on My Little Pony, right?
No, absolutely.
So you need to separate those two and segment your market and attack it that way. That's more or less how you want to approach it.
Okay. Yeah, that's a lot to think about. That's cool. I like how you didn't even add your Reddit handle on there because you don't want.
I don't want fucking people to know me. Like, like I know that sounds crazy. I'm thinking about deleting the 2-3 pictures I have of myself on there, because like, if you found out that I'm such scum in person,
you'll find him on Am I Ugly? You'll find him on Reddit's Roast Me. You'll find him on.
Like, you'll just find me all over the place, and then be like, this guy owns this. Fucking unfollow. Like.
That's cool, man. I'm super down to actually hang out now and chill after this, but I'm probably gonna cut this off right now.
Sure.
But I want to have you on some other time as well, so that we can talk about more random shit. And that was it, folks. If you like that, like and subscribe. Go tell the people where they can follow you at.
You can follow me on Instagram on Gambit.Z. So just write the word Gambit, put a dot, and type the letter Z. That's it.
And I'll leave a link to that in the description. So
can I put my shoe back on, dude?
You can put your shoe back on, man.
I saw the way. Fucking. Why did you do this? You know I'm short.
Quote, guys: when life gets you down, take it 1 foot at a time.
That was so fucking lame, man.
Hey, man, if the shoe fits,
this is why you don't have friends. Why are we friends? Why are we friends?
We're occasional friends.
You weren't even.
I show up every month or two.
Yeah, you disappear. You put me on a stool that's too small for my little little goblin legs.
You know when you said, in the morning times, you look out the window and your dick...
Was it you? Was it...
It was me.
Wow. No wonder I came.
I came too.
And then we spit. And